Welcome to Behind the Binge. I'm your host, interviewer number 2. Today I have a guest on the show, Eleni Binge from Beloved Binge.
Oh, I forgot to see if the framing was good.
It's hard to get good people on the show, so tell me.
We're filming this before the holidays, which is why I'm wearing this red, although red is our
Traditional
Beloved
Binge
Binge
colors, I believe, yeah?
Yeah, just like the red on your chin there from... Looks like you got a little zit there.
Wow. So I hear Beloved Binge has a new record out. What's it called?
It's called Godwit, but the whole record is not out. It's just one song.
Lack of inspiration? Just one song.
We actually have 12 songs, and we're releasing them at about every 6 weeks. We're going to release a new one. So coming up, and what this video interview, I was told at least by my publicist, was this is about the second track we're going to release called Epipen.
Yeah, sources tell me it's
Can you not kick this, please? Can you stop kicking this?
Wow, she's a demanding guest, this one. Sources tell me Epipen's about your struggle with drug addiction and the world and all these months that you were gone, you were kind of dealing with that. And I understand it's a personal subject, but feel free to elaborate for your audience.
Sure. Okay. Well, if by drugs you mean sugar, yes, I do. I do have a problem with sugar, but I only eat little bitty amounts. This song is about struggle, and specifically relationship struggles. It's not just romantic relationships. It's more any relationships, the human desire to communicate and failure to do so. In my mind, it could feel a little bit like an allergy attack where it comes on suddenly. And at least that's where traditionally I felt with my temper. And can you not kick that, please? It can almost come on in that kind of a strength. Rumors
have it that you had an affair with an alien. Okay.
Oh, is that because the alien in the video?
Yes.
So we recently traveled to the island of Milos, and a lot of it is formed by volcanic rock. And to me, it looked like an alien landscape. And so I thought that would be the perfect backdrop, kind of showing how you can feel sort of like an alien in your own relationships and out of touch with the world. And the landscape is both beautiful but also kind of barren. The landscape of how we relate to one another and where we find one another can often feel sort of like we're alone and we're alien. So anyway, so that's why we have the island of Milos appearing in the video footage. And we didn't have any real aliens to work with, so I found one on CapCut.
Wow, that's impressive.
Thank you.
I was wondering about the song itself. Who wrote the drums? The keys seem to be pretty catchy. The guitar is kind of like basic.
Lackluster.
Yeah, there's not a lot going on there, and I was just wondering, was that intentional? Because I know Rob Beloved is a fantastic guitar player, and I'm just surprised that it was so minimal.
Yeah, I think for me at least, if you look at the songs that I've written, they're often very simple, and I think you can communicate a lot with just one note and space. So I like that about the song. And we've been playing this song actually for a few years. We even played it, I think, before the pandemic when it first kind of came out. Yeah, I wrote the keys. I don't remember if I wrote the guitar or if that was Rob Beloved. And then Rob Beloved also played bass on all these tracks. He just learned the bass for everything. I mean, not even learned it. He just went and played.
He's
he was not practicing.
He's pretty amazing, a musician, and I'm always flabbergasted by all the stuff that he comes.
He's very humble.
Great.
Yeah, relationships are a little bit like an allergy attack, so that tends to be an EpiPen. There's also the other thing I was drawing from. That's my drink, but
it's very tasty. Very tasty.
The other thing I was drawing from was this idea that the promises that we can make to each other. So, like, there's a part where, you said you would meditate, lift up, levitate. So it's almost like you're promising the world, you're promising the impossible, to actually defy gravity to make this relationship work. Any other questions you have?
Actually, I believe I'm done. You said everything you possibly could say. You have to respect your interview, please.
Sure.
No.
I like it with a triangle.
Oh, boy. These creative types, huh? What is your favorite song on the album?
Epipen.
Is it really?
No.
Now, So I look at the artwork, and I can't make out those shapes on the cover. Was your artist?
I think our artist was inspired by the song Epipen and might have included some hidden Epipens, although they're not really hidden on on the album.
What's the artist's name again?
Alexandros.
So tell me about the process.
It just came out on its own, the lyrics. I wasn't premeditating. I didn't say I wanted to make a song about relationships. It came out of the ether, as they say, and nothing mystical about that. It was just somewhere in my brain.
You weren't fighting and
it came out.
No.
Nope.
That's very nice.
But funnily enough, the next day I learned my friend had a big fight with her current boyfriend. And so I was like, yeah, okay. So that song kind of fits a little bit.
I was very impressed how I looked at your Spotify recently, and it went from 5 to 8 monthly listeners, and now you're up over 1,000 now. Monthly,
yeah, 1,500.
1,500.
Yeah, we don't know how long that'll last though. Are they bots? I hope not. If they are bots, they're bots from Thailand, Brazil, the Philippines, Spain, Italy, Indonesia, the USA, Canada, Germany, and Greece. Just off the top of my head, those are kind of the top places we're getting spins. Just so awesome. I love getting messages from our Spanish listeners in Spanish, or even, we've gotten Portuguese messages on the videos that we've promoted. And, I have to check the language sometimes. Then there's Italian, and I worry that I'm going to translate it and it's going to be an insult, like, this sucks. I'd love to go to South America. I want to tour South America someday. We use this service that a lot of artists have probably used, called Submit Hub. And you submit through there, and you have to pay for credits, which I don't like, so I don't think I'm even going to do it anymore, actually. And they give you feedback, and so you can choose what kind of feedback. Like, if you want really serious, like, no holds bar, if that's how you say that expression. Feedback, like, for people with thick skin, which I'm not. Or if you want kind of medium, nice feedback, or no feedback. So just to pull the Band-Aid off, I chose the worst feedback, which is thick skin. But even then, it hasn't been mean or anything. It's varied. And so you get things like, I didn't like the vocals, I didn't like the melody, or, this vintage sound didn't do it for me. I want more modern instrumentations, or I don't know, like, what do they want? Dance music? It's indie rock. So what I've realized through this process of getting this feedback, which isn't even a lot of feedback, but is that, not everybody's going to like you. And that's okay, even though we have a song called Like Me and wanting to be liked. There are people that do like us and have followed us and listened to us based on the song. So, it's okay. Not everybody has to like you. I'm the same way. I don't like some songs. But we've also had the opportunity through these promotions to find other indie bands that we really like. So we'll have a playlist for Epipen all about relationship coping on Spotify. So you can check that out.
We spoke to Rob Beloved last show with a different interview about COVID and what he was up to.
I saw some clips from that.
Yeah, tell me about your experience during COVID. So any other projects like...
I was working on a novel.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and I put it down for a little while. I've just finished my second draft of like 140,000 words.
That's incredible.
So I'm going to go on to my third draft. I also do skits, comedy skits, which I haven't been able to work on because we're doing Beloved Binge right now. And you can only do so much during a day. And
How about at night?
And I just wrote an op-ed that I hope to publish.
Wow, that's a lot. You've been keeping busy. What about your book? Tell us when we can expect to maybe see that in print.
After what album are we on now with Beloved Binge?
7th.
Or 8? 7?
I believe it's your 7th album.
So maybe after the 10th album, and we put an album out, every 5 years?
Yeah.
Sort of about that time, I think.
Does it take that long to write a song for you guys, or is it just laziness?
Depends. No. Anyway, I don't think I have anything else to say about Epipen or the process, but thank you to everyone who's listened to our songs and streamed us and subscribed to us on YouTube, etc. It really means a lot.
And I would like to take this opportunity to say happy holidays to everyone.
But this is going to come out like after January 1st.
But I still feel
Happy New Year?
Happy New Year would be good, huh?
Yeah.
Happy New Year, everybody. And make it a good one, as they say. Or just keep chugging along, whatever works for you. Last time, interview number 1 had really nice slick hair and dressed really well. But, COVID hit him pretty hard. So now he's kind of putting the pieces back together.